Howdy, folks. Today we're here playing a deck from the Regional Championship Qualifier that just happened at DreamHack in San Diego last weekend. That is a format that's best of 3 standard, so everyone brings their best standard deck, and they duke it out for big prizes. This person, Matthew Phyrexia, brought this deck. They had a sideboard. I cut it off because we play best of 1 here on this channel. But they brought this domain deck, and I thought it was very interesting that... basically, this is a 5-color deck. Your base Abzan colors, that's black, white, and green. But you splash red for the Unleashed Inferno, blue for Tracks of Red, also for Archangel of Wrath. And I thought it was really interesting that being able to play basically the best cards in the format, whatever color, they chose to play Archangel of Wrath, which I have been super high on this card, and I really am happy to see it be featured in a deck that, hey, you can play. You could hardcast Atraxa in this deck. You could do whatever in this deck. And to see the Archangel of Wrath get featured there, I think is pretty cool. I also haven't seen that much Shadow Prophecy in the format, which is a cool domain card that lets you look at the top X card of your library, where X is the basic land number of basic land types among lands you control. Hopefully that's 5 when you cast that. So look at the top 5 and choose 2, which I think that's pretty good. It's like a mini memory deluge. Makes you, lose 2 life, but it costs 1 less mana. It's pretty interesting from that perspective. And then I always like me some Unleashed Inferno. Pretty good against Wedding Announcement. Pretty good against a lot of different cards in the format. Bankbuster, stuff like that. So pretty interested to try out this exact version of Domain Control. Yeah, let me know if you like seeing these decks from these big standard tournaments down in the comments. But I'll see you there after we play on the ladder. All right, we are going first, and we have turn 2 Briefcase. I think that's a keep probably. The obvious downside of this deck is it's probably not going to be very good in mono red moments. So that's something we have to be cognizant of. Now, do I think this is... I don't think that's Soldiers, so I think I want to get the Reckoner Bankbuster down. If that's Soldiers, then they got me, but if that's Soldiers, I'll play this Courier's Briefcase this turn. Bankbuster down. Okay, not Soldiers. We're going to get this tower down and just plan on drawing with the Bankbuster. But it looks like they're on just traditional blue-white. Hopefully we have some sort of advantage in that matchup with our herd migrations and things like that that are... must-wrath threats. What are they doing here? Probably just... Oh. Sure. FaceTime. So I think they're making a bet that we don't have a way to kill their Jace with a creature, which... Interesting. Have me mill a little bit, that's fine. Draw with a Bankbuster. And we're gonna play the Briefcase here to put a little pressure on our opponent to have to keep plussing on this 1/1. Yep. Imagine we'll see a pass this turn. One thing this deck that we're playing probably isn't good at doing is pressuring Planeswalkers, which, that's something we'll definitely have to think about. Back to the bottom. Yeah, not our best cards there. We already have a Gemmir's Garden, so we already have a lot. So I guess second black down, Pain Freeze probably the priority, considering we have a lot of double black. And we already have double white, Pain Free. We're just gonna pass here. Plan to draw with the Bankbuster. If our opponent plays a Wandering Emperor here, or just draws. Alright, they're just gonna draw. We're gonna attempt to use our Bankbuster to pressure this Jace next turn. Which probably will draw some sort of removal spell from our opponents. Denick. Or Denick. Sure. They want to cash in the Jace? Nope, they're fine to plus.
Organic minds are easily quelled.
Yeah, we need to find less of this drag to the bottom farewell stuff and more of bird migration attracts and stuff. We want to kill our 1/1 now. It's very possible that's what they want to do. But if it's a fateful absence, we get to draw off of it. Otawara. Okay, sure. I think I am fine then. Leyline binding this Jace. Just fine with me. Just get that off the battlefield here.
Retreat is the sensible action.
And nope, I don't think I want to prophecy right now. Just pass the turn. I have double prophecy open if I want it. We have Planeswalkers of our own we could hit. Lauren of the Third Path. Shadow Prophecy in response. Think about countering this? No. We've Unleashed the Inferno. And Herd Migration. Fine. Take those. Okay. It's gonna kill our Leyline binding. That's fine. Might get milled out by the Jace. It equals 4 mil. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Surrender every last thought to Phyrexia.
I think we want to tax their mana right now and attempt to kill this G-Ace. I know it's going to cost us our briefcase, but I think that's fine right now. Make them counter something or draw the Mink Buster right now. If you want to draw right now, that's fine. We get to resolve this herd migration then. Opponent's wondering if they want to tap out or not. Okay, they do decide they want to draw. That's fine. We'll prevent it from doing its thing. Alright, and we can cast this herd migration if we draw a land. I guess I didn't consider that we were losing all our treasures, so we needed to draw an untapped land. Pretty unlikely, actually, that we would hit an untapped land there. Is this worth a drag to the bottom? I don't think so. I'm just gonna pass here. Attempt to resolve a Shadow Prophecy on their turn. Ah, this is a weird matchup. I gotta feel like I haven't played this perfectly yet. Alright, they do have a wedding announcement. So eventually this farewell is gonna be good. And Bank Buster, sure. Do they have a negate? That might be a question. I think the cards didn't matter. They want to draw their card, it's going to cost them their Lauren. Not they'll just attack with a Denic, I'm sure. No attacks at all, sure. Have the Atraxa. I think we have to try this. Gotta imagine they have a counterspell at some point here, but no, they don't. Okay, so that's super nice for us. We get to wipe the board here. We want to each draw a card? Sure, that's fine with me. I'm just a little low on cards in deck. That's the really only thing. It looked like they had a counterspell, though. They do obviously have
I'll help any way I can.
Wraths in
Show
their
them
deck.
the edge of your blade.
Did they wrath something? They didn't, and I'm just ripping. Alright, I'm gonna herd migration. Gonna make our opponent have to use Eternal Wanderer minus. Four. Then we still have a 3/3 left over. Sure. I'll block. I mean, that seems pretty free. You're just gonna wrath anyway. Now you don't get to keep a creature though. Seems odd. They're gonna wrath, not use their Eternal Wanderer. Okay. Interesting.
I brought backup.
Well, I am just gonna plan to herd migration again. Pass the turn. Don't want to commit any more creatures, so we do want to keep our 1/1s in play. Yeah, we're gonna just block again. Okay, I think we're just fine with committing all these to the block. Gonna have to Eternal Wanderer or Wrath us, or okay, just run the same turn back. Okay, that's pretty good from our opponent.
We can win this together.
Okay, Leyline Binding was solid there. We'll use that right now. Through this Eternal Wanderer.
Hold on any longer.
Play Phyrexia. We can get this Phyrexia, Bankbuster, Binding, Inferno, Shattered Sanctum. And pass the turn. Keep up this Leyline Binding. One's gonna need yet another Wrath. Probably. But it definitely has. Okay, yeah, that's good. Down to 8 cards. They just need a Jace to kill us. Very possible for them to have. Sure. Leyline Binding coming in. Okay, get his Phyrexia down. You have a counterspell now? No. Go for the throat. Angel of Wrath, Briefcase, and Land of War Wastes. And basically we're all in on just killing our opponent here. Have a way to kill the Bankbuster? No, doesn't look like it. Okay. And use the Go for the Throat here just to get rid of something. Probably just cast this Briefcase. Keep the Leyline Binding up. And pass the turn. Discard Waste, Swamp, drag to the bottom. See what our opponent has. See if it's anything good. Jace kills us. Wandering Emperor doesn't kill us. But makes it a lot harder for us to kill them.
Run away.
Yep.
You'll be safer. You're done.
Okay, we're gonna unleash the Inferno. Wandering Emperor. Can't draw cards with that. since we're just so low in library. I'm gonna counter this, that's fine with me. Sure, pretty low impact. Counter spell there. One at the Wandering Emperor, one at the 2/2.
Until next time.
Screw up. Attack for 5. Let Wandering Emperor at their turn. Minus.
I've learned much during my travels.
Go to my
Let
turn.
your blade do the talking.
Lost on the Samurai.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Attack our opponent. Big attack. Try to resolve this Archangel of Wrath for lethal. Wow. One card in library we got there. Anytime there, if they just top deck a Jace, it's game over. Thankfully for us, they didn't, but wow, that was a close one. GG's. Okay. Opponent's going first. We'll keep this. We can Leyline Binding on turn 2. Jetmir's Garden will get us 3 of the pipes. And the Island will give us 4. Reduce this cost by 4, make it cost 2. Problem is, probably not going to be fast enough against what our opponent's got going on. Opponent is looking to be cooking here. They have a good start. They have a nice 2-drop here. It's pretty good too. And a Testo Angler. Yeah, that's the start you're looking for. If we were on the play, we'd be able to have killed that Swift Spear, which would have been very nice. Phoenix Chick, sure. With Fire Rush, sure, okay. We'll scoop up the Swift Spear. Take damage down to 10. See where they scry. Hopefully to the bottom. Top, yikes. Probably a land then. Pass the turn. Ugh. Adversary, okay. So they didn't scry a land, they just... Okay, sure. Jetmir's Garden. Okay, so we can either way we're playing this Jetmir's Garden, but the thing is we can either pass the turn and have it flip to Knight and go up to 6, or we can use the Courier's Briefcase right now to block and the Terra Sunder. And I guess I'd rather flip and gain a little life. Because they'll probably flip back with 2 spells, or somebody will flip back eventually. Draw a card. Don't think I'm gonna have any time for the Shadow Prophecy. I'm just attacking, sure. What would they like to do here? Try to exile this etching here. We had another removal spell up here, would be feeling pretty good, but exactly how this has turned out is not great. We know our opponent has all gas in hand too. They just really need a lightning strike to kill us. Yeah, we needed to be on the play to avoid that first big hit from the Monastery Swift Spear and to get that Celestis down earlier. Blazing Crescendo. Yeah, can't do anything about that. Good game. Dang, yeah. That is the risk with this deck. You're not great against mono red, and whenever you play a deck that's not great against mono red, you always seem to find it. But honestly, I think we had a chance. We were on the play there. Just on the draw, you're probably like 15% to win against mono red. GG's though. All right, so our opponent's going first, and we don't have double black, but we can get double black with the herd migration. I guess we'll keep. See what our opponent's doing though. It just passed so far. I think we're good to just do the same. I don't think we need this. Well, herd migration anymore than we do the haunted rid, so we can play the drag to the bottom and next turn if we want. Okay. Opponent just passed the turn, so that probably not going to bode well for them. Flash Gorger. Okay. Shadow Prophecy. I think I will take the Zaitoria's Proving Ground and the Bankbuster. Yeah, we'll take both of those. And start bank busting. Pass the turn. We can drag to the bottom whenever we're feeling like it. Only gonna be for 4. Which should sweep everything though. Like if they have a Sheldred here, should still be able to sweep it away. Just draw in here, that's fine. So this has green, white, black, blue. So this would be for 5. Yep. Get the Proving Grounds down, pass the turn. Next turn we can Wandering Emperor and Bankbuster. Second Sheldred here is what we're really kind of trying to avoid. Ooh, yikes, that's pretty good too. Alright, we'll pass here. They have another Invoke Despair. I think we'll play this Wandering Emperor just to eat it. Partially. For this herd migration to gain life, we want to do that as well. We have an Archangel they could get. Sheldreds and stuff, sure. We're low on life. We can gain a chunk of life here. I'm gonna be feeling pretty good about where we're at.
I hope you're ready to lose. Keep
They have a
watch for
Sheldred's Edict or just a cut down, sure. Leyline Binding's not bad. We could play the Atraxa this turn, but I don't think that's gonna be that good actually.
We must protect the people.
I'm just gonna herd migration instead. Get a big board. You have another cut down? Sure. It's fine with me. Pass the turn. Now we should be able to block for a while. Invoke Corrupt kills us, but the only way to avoid that would have been to herd migration on the Searcher Library mode. And that's really what we're trying to avoid, a Corrupt. I think we can beat most things outside of Corrupt now. If they're playing that, then they probably don't have that much going on. Not sure. I'm gonna like quad block the attack. Sure. Block with everybody. Yep. Just trade out with one of them. They have a Sheldred. Obliterator. Okay. For my turn. Play Atraxa. Another Atraxa. Go for the throat. Celestis. Bird Migration. Plains. Leyline Binding this Obliterator. Attack for a bunch.
I have got new moves to teach you.
In the turn, get rid of these Fiend's Towers. Okay. So now, yeah, Corrupt kills us, but I don't think we died to anything else. Invoke Despair, we just chew that up. Has to be exactly Corrupt, I think. Otherwise, we're in a good spot. Definitely could have it, though. I mean, gotta be in their deck. In deck for times like these, where you can't win unless you draw 6 damage burn spell, essentially. They're deciding if it matters to gain life or not. I think there's just no question that you should gain life here. Really not anything else you can do. So, imagine we're going to see them gain life, and the real question is the Corrupt coming out or not. Yeah, like Sheldred here doesn't do it. Just going to have us lose 2 life. Invoke Despair doesn't have us lose any life. Sacrifice here, here, and here. And then we have to go for the throat for the Obliterator. We can gain life with the Atraxa. Yeah, I don't know. And they're open or something, though, so I'm just going to pause here. And yeah, it looks like our opponent's about to rope out of this. So there we go. My turn. And yeah, attack our opponent. Yeah, that's gonna be the rope. And yeah, I guess this life to Shiram is always gonna trigger after they drew, so they obviously they didn't draw the Corrupt and then they left. So yeah, a little bit of ropage, but yeah, that's GG's. I guess we'll just head into the next one unless anything changes. All right, well, our opponent's going first, and we have a way to cast a Go for the Throat on turn 2, so I suppose that's what we'll do. Opponent's on Rule Aggro, it seems like. See if they have the perfect draw. Evolving Adaptive was solid there. Go ahead and pass the turn. Just go for the throat up. See what they do. See what they play here. I think just to see Evolving Adaptive is where we want to be to kill. Okay, do they have a Beast Caller or anything? What? Okay, yep, that makes sense. In Leyline Binding, which we can cast, we play this. So yeah, I suppose that's what we're doing. Kadama, sure. Just gonna get this Beast Caller right now. And we have Wandering Emperor up, which that's pretty good. Pretty happy about this. I'm gonna have Raiju here. That's their best card in this scenario. Definitely want to hit the Kodama so that way we can
I am the Emperor of
kill the
and
etching
I
with the
will
Archangel of
protect
Wrath. They have
my
a protection
people.
spell here. Kami's Flare, okay. Just gonna kill our Wandering Emperor. Means they're not really doing a lot with their
This is
turn,
what
which
you
is
get for
good
hurting my
for
people.
us. Just a 17 life with a Farewell and a Trax in hand. I like our spots. Miglots, yeah, that's fine. They can kill our Leyline Binding, which is a little annoying, but can't give this reach, I don't think, yet. I've obviously played this card, but you know, when it has so many different things it can do, you gotta check. So I definitely anticipate them killing our binding to get this Beast Caller back. It is going to remove 3 oil counters to do that. Not going to do it. Okay, sure. Oh, we're just going to hit another Wandering Emperor then. This is... I mean, what we're doing is a little gross for our opponents. A little bit bad, but I mean, it is what it is.
Remember your training.
With 26, and I don't know if they can beat a 4/5 lifelinker in the air, but we also have an Atraxa and a Farewell backup, and just in case they can. Loaded Contaminator, sure. Pretty good haste target. Both that Wandering Emperor. I think you just need to send a Contaminator there. That's fine if you want to kill it.
Yes, that's it then.
Herd Migration. Can't quite do anything with the Herd Migration right now. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go up to 30 here and yeah, hit this. We have plains, swamp, island, mountain forest. We have everything. Unless we can probably want blue to help cast the Atraxa here. Yeah, blue, white, black, and Myriad of green. Okay, Beast Caller doing its thing. This Contaminator is going to be huge. Here, we're in for 10. Got nothing. Alright, it's Atraxa time. And yeah, we can't play this Aggro right now. So I'm gonna take second Atraxa, we're gonna Unleash the Inferno, Celestis, and Aggro, and the Dragon at the bottom. Sure, just take a full new hand. That's fine with me. Alright, attack for 4. It's gonna block and then pump or kill our. Sure. That is fine. Where's there? They have a way around what we have going on, though. Yep, can it hit? Big attack, honestly. Do we trade the Atraxa? We got another one in hand, so sure. Trade that out. Another Contaminator, that's fine. So we could just farewell right now and just end the game. Probably what we're gonna choose to do. Just hit creatures. Look at this Celestis. And that'll be GG's. Alrighty, opponent goes first here. I think we're fine to keep this and do some migration birds. Up a hello. Probably gonna need us to get swamp and need to find another black producing mana with this herd migration. Or outside herd migration. Opponent is all in on the one drop. So probably a mechanized warfare deck. If we have exactly this turn, then we're probably dead. Reckless Impulse. Okay, that could have been worse. Into 2 lands, sure. Yep. Hitting us with some damage here. Weird migration time. Gotta get the swamp. Was a good follow-up. Pass the turn again. Gonna gain some more life this turn with the herd migration. But it probably has a land in hand. Probably willing to cycle here. Yep. We're fine with that. Ideally, our opponent plays land instead of attacking with his Mishra's... Plays creatures instead of attacking with the Mishra's Foundry. Another Impulse. Lightning Strike, okay. Chooses to Lightning Strike us, okay. Alright, herd migration again. This time for red. Yeah, I suppose we're gonna drag to the bottom. Next turn we can drag to the bottom or keep the Aggro up. Bloodthirsty Adversary for the Lightning Strike. That's pretty good. Not a bad hit. Yep, it's pretty good. We would like to draw something to do with our mana here. Suppose we're just gonna pass the turn here. And Aggro. Bloodthirsty Adversary is a very good hit, though. Part of the mountain, okay. Fires up the Foundry, sure. Alright, Aggro coming in. Cockazin, okay. Passes the turn. Get both of these up. Target them both at the adversary. Gain some life. Pass the turn. One has an upkeep stop set, so that probably means they have a play with fire. They can use it on us if they want. Yep. See how they want to scry. Right to the top. What would that be? Creature that can outsize this Archangel of Wrath? I'm not sure. The past was probably an adversary. Okay, probably a bloodthirsty adversary. We're going to cycle this Raffine's Tower. Hopefully hit something good here. Very well, it's not that good. I think we have to block. Yep, adversary, but they only have play with fire in there. But I imagine they'll use the play with fire on us. You can use it on us or on the Archangel. The Archangel, okay. That means we have to block. Unless we hit exactly Leyline Binding right here. We do not, so we have to block, so that's priced in. Go to 6. Alright, Leyline Binding's solid. So we have mountain, plains, forest, islands, swamp. Okay, so we do have it all. So with that and all our damage, can exile everything. Bit of Llanowar wastes and pass with this Leyline Binding out. Our opponent can hit some lands, that'd be ideal. Despair, sure. Definitely a good time to use this Leyline Binding. Put our turn. Flat out ridiculously. But that's the nice thing about having these lands in your deck. Pass the turn. I can just cycle and cycle and cycle. They concede. Wow, that game was not over. I mean, they saw us cycle many times. Wow. That game certainly wasn't over, but we got there against Mono Red, so I'll take it. GG's, let's hit the wrap up. Alrighty, here when we're back, we wrap up with Domain Control, a deck by Matthew, Phyrexia. Again, it's out of the DreamHack Regional Championship Qualifier, where everyone, shows up to bring their best standard deck and battle it out. And I really did like this version of the deck. Herd Migration, Atraxa, that's something together that's been pretty good for a while. But I like the version that's playing Archangel of Wrath. I think that was a key differentiator from earlier versions of this deck. And always having a farewell is cool. And if this, the best of 3 deck had some counter spells in the sideboard, which I think are pretty good, that you can maybe add into the main board if you really feel like you're getting just beaten down by Planeswalker decks, which is something that you're pretty soft to. Planeswalker Wrath decks. That's, especially if they have a Kai in their deck, it's really gonna be it's a matchup you don't want to play against. But I mean, I think the combination of Courier's Briefcase, Go for the Throat, Terra Sunder is good enough where you have spells you feel like you can play on turn 2, which in best of 1 you really need to be doing stuff on turn 2. Bankbuster is also turn 2 play, but really doesn't, it can attack a Planeswalker on turn 3 if you have creatures and stuff. Really, it's not our deck though at all. So Bankbuster is really, it's a turn 2 spell, but it doesn't really do a whole lot on turn 3 in this deck other than just draw cards. But I think, having Go for the Throat or the Courier's Briefcase or the Terra Sunder all together, those are all good plans for the deck, which I think, I don't know, helps to keep your survivability rate higher, I would say, I suppose. And in doing so, obviously, you get to the end game with Atraxa and Herd Migration. It's all really good. I guess Herd Migration, I will say, obviously, has the mode where you can discard it, reveal for basic land card, put it in your hand, gain 3 life. That's a very relevant mode too, as you saw against that game against Mono Red we just played. So I should note that you can almost put this over here with the Leyline Binding as well. Leyline Binding, you have to have a very specific hand to be able to play stuff on turn 2. You have to almost have Rafine's Tower into Azorius Proving Ground or some combination of that. Some combination of those together, so that way you can basically have it open for 1 white mana. So it's possible that you can have it open on turn 2, but really not that likely that you have it open on turn 2. You could also have like a Rafine's Tower and a Mountain that would let you have Leyline's Binding in turn 2. There are ways to have it. So I mean, the more I talk about it, the more I think about it, the more there are just a lot of turn 2 plays. And having this early interaction in a deck that just goes over the top of most other things, most other mid-range decks and most other things in the format, I think it's just a really good combination. So I really do like this deck for best of 1. So you should try it out on the ladder. It's a long roundabout way of saying I think I do like this deck on the ladder, and you should try it out. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Drop a like and a subscribe for this far. You probably enjoyed the video if you're around it this deep into it. So hopefully you can go ahead and do those things. Helps the YouTube algorithm a bunch. Appreciate it a lot. And as always, until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.